Oh,
Sesko, please.
Sesko,
come
oh, he
on,
could have taken a
man.
touch.
You know.
Oh, there you go. Full time.
Yeah,
Full time. It's Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0.
we've done it.
Manchester United make it 4. That's right, 4 in a row. 4 in a row under Michael Carrick. His perfect record still is 100%. Yes, indeed. And it was 2-0 DJ. It could have been more. Maybe a little bit more nervy at points than it needed to be. But Man United still got the job done. And it's another 3 points. 1 win away from Frank getting a haircut. Unbelievable.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, man, it's about the points on the board, man. I always say that. It's about what's in black and white, and we've done it again today. And I think we played a lot of that game in second gear. Would have just hoped that maybe we needed to go into first, but it looked like we didn't really need to be fair. It looked like we didn't really need to step out of that second gear. But look, I'm just first gear. But I'm just literally so happy for another win. That is 4 on the bounce for Carrick. Again, up until Tuesday, there's going to be more talk about him getting a permanent job. You know, like it's just going to keep the positive vibes going, man. And I think Steffi Jenks saying that we're 100%. We're actually 100% since Carrick's come in. So long may it continue.
100% perfect. 100% perfect record. 4 wins out of 4. Now you can enjoy your weekend as well. All of the football that's coming, all the sport that's coming, you can enjoy it knowing that Manchester United haven't ruined your weekend for you. And do you know what? It's really nice too. It is this feeling of like, you know, we're not fluking games. Man United clearly deserve to win this game, even before the red card. You know what I mean? We were playing some really good stuff. Yeah, again, midfield at points maybe or defensively, we can look a little bit shaky, but from an attacking perspective, we look so dangerous moving forward. Some of the interchange and some of the play, and even then at the end of the game, Sesko should make it 3-0. And we've got. This is the beauty of your first 2 games beating Arsenal and City. There's no need to fear anyone in the Premier League. We've already beaten the best. We've already beaten the best. And now we're taking care of those games that we're expected to win as well. Last 2 games, that's the critical thing. We're expected to beat Fulham. Did it. Got there in the end. Spurs today, we're expected to win. And I know the Spurs hoodoo and what have you. I was saying it before the game, like the Spurs ain't now. We saw them today. Then they got nothing to offer. And really, maybe the only criticism you could give United today is you should have won by more. It should have been more than 2-0. It could have and should have probably been 3 or 4-0. Their goalkeeper made a bunch of good saves, but the second half, you know, Simmons had that shot from far out. Apart from that, no pressure at all. I think Maguire and Martinez did really well actually defensively. Very well, It's a clean sheet. Second one under Michael Carrick as well. Second clean sheet. Second 2-0 win at home for him too. And I'm all for it. Next up, we've got West Ham away from home. Different challenge, different test, but hopefully same outcome. He's getting what Michael Carrick and his coaching staff are doing right now is getting the very best out of what they've got. You know, we're seeing Kobbie Mainoo back in the team, playing brilliant. We're seeing Casemiro go on, you know, this sort of retirement tour, if you will, of just putting in, you know, great performances after great performances. Carrick also learned his lesson from last week too, going, I ain't taking Casemiro off until we've got that second goal because I can't afford for us to lose control of this game, even if they've got 10 men. I'm not risking it. Right thing to do. And it's working. What we are doing is working. And we're playing good stuff. I think a real sign of how well we're playing as well is the ops are trying to do everything in their power to tell us that this isn't real, that this is all fake. And look at you guys getting carried away and having your chest out, this, that, and the other. When the ops start telling you how shit you are on constantly, that's how you know you're putting something together. And that man right there that's doing the post-match interview, Bruno Fernandes, once again, I will say it, put some respect on his name. I know he 100%. Divides the fan base, and I know some people can say net negative and this, that, and the other. This guy today, we've scored 2 goals. He is integral to both of them. He is integral to every goal that we score. He is integral to every victory that we do because he is top. He is top. And
top tier player, man.
And now he's playing in his best position. He's affecting games more, and he was still affecting games when he was in midfield. He is top. He is top. Yeah. He will always be top. And then the day that he goes, we'll realize how good he actually is for us. And long may it continue. We've now got that benefit to us of we've only got the Prem to focus on this season. There aren't any cups. There's no Europe. So Let's make it count. Let's try and get the high up as the table as we possibly can. With that victory, it's what in terms of points? We're 2 points off third, DJ. Two points. 2 points off third.
How many have got free second right now?
Off second, we're 3.
Is it 6?
3 points. 3 points off second.
Someone's dropping points up there above us. They're going to drop points.
Well, look, Man City, Man City play Liverpool this weekend, so it works out either way for us. You know, if City were to win, let's say, that makes Liverpool further away. We're much tighter in that sort of top 5, which is where we want to be, and the gap gets a little bit bigger. If it's a draw, then suddenly we're 4 points off second, which is ridiculous. And again, we gain points on Liverpool. So really, you know, with the results that we would expect to happen this weekend, because that's the key thing for me. I'm not getting too carried away with, I'll go on a title charge, this, that, and the other. What I want us to make distance between those that are in 5th, 6th, and 7th. Yeah. I want it to be that they win those games, and it doesn't matter because we're like 7 points, 8 points ahead of you. Make that gap big. And then look, the longer you keep the winning run going, you never know. You never know how high you can go. But what I just really enjoy now, DJ, is going into these games with a bit of chest, justified chest. Justified chest.
Justified,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It feels good, man. It feels really, really good, man. And, you know, I was really looking forward to, obviously, this game in the week. And there's just there's kind of an air of we can beat anybody at the moment. There is an air of we can beat anybody. And look, 4 games. Question is 4 games getting carried away? Potentially, still.
Well,
I think how many games left for the season?
Point. That is an interesting point you bring up. Like, what amount of games is it that you go, well, I'm not getting carried away here. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Because we've got 13 games left. 13 games left this season.
13 left.
In February, it's too early to get away. Once you get to
At Philip Howen 4,635 super chatted £5. We cannot leave Bruno go, give him whatever he wants. How do you replace him?
You don't replace Bruno. You don't. You can't replace those numbers. You can't. Those numbers from Bruno. You cannot replace those numbers. You can't. A couple other super chats here. Red Devil says, I can enjoy my Lunar New Year with a 4th win in a row. Yes. When is what's that? Is it like 17th or something like that? Lunar New Year or something like that? Maybe. I don't know what the year is. Is it like that where it's a different one each time? I don't really know too much about that. Red Baron says, I want to see Abby Summers here right now. Red Devils also says, once again, from Hanoi, Vietnam, glory, glory, Man United. Yes, the support from Vietnam, from Red Devils. Red Baron says, by the way, Robbie wanted Spurs to win, so KG knows. Did he? Did he actually? Well, yeah, it's disgraceful behavior. But KG wants City to win the league, so I'm not saying too much of that. Lazar says, can we start singing now? Carrick's at your mama's house. He's your daddy now. Good football is home. # Carrick cooks. Michael's been a member for 8 months. Says, are we really going to let Carrick get the team playing with swagger like this and then give the job to some called elite manager? And big up to Giggles and Glutes, his latest member of UV Members Club. I'm pretty sure you've been a member for ages. That's an interesting question, DJ, isn't it? Like, what? And again, 4 games, still you don't want to get too carried away. But when does it become a point of like, oh, who else is going to come in and do this? You know, win 4 in a row. The bar's been set so high already, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah. To be fair, I think if Enrique is available, which I'm doubting at the moment because I'm hearing there's talks of contracts and whatnot and this, that, and the third, I would always say, because I'm torn. I understand bringing in like an elite manager to like bring you to the next step. I understand all of that. I think you said it on a few of our shows, and you've said kind of, you know, we've done everything. We've tried every type, the upcoming manager from a different league, that's one stuff. And like, you know, the football nerd in Ten Hag. And we've tried, you know, proven winner in Jose Mourinho. Like, we've tried everything. Gegenpress. We've absolutely ripped up the script so many times. So for me, I just think this foundation, this template of football, you improve in the areas you need to improve on with really genuine quality. We've seen what Cunha and Bumo can do in terms of bringing genuine quality to the attacking line. Our attacking line is putting up numbers that are close up to the Cities and Arsenals and whatnot. We're in and amongst them in terms of attacking output. It's the midfield definitely that needs an overhaul. And I think, as I said, if you added for argument's sake, a Carlos Baleba in there and you added a Elliot Anderson in that midfield, I think we can actually go on, kick on and do much more than what we're doing. I think we could even be way more dynamic than we are already now. So I would say if there is no clear, and they have to be careful with this because we have to get this appointment right. If there is no clear outstanding candidate, then why kind of slow down all of our summer plans, having to negotiate with managers and see what they want to do? You've got a man in post there that hopefully, touch wood, by that point has done great. I don't think we'll remain unbeaten. I was watching the show yesterday. I don't think we'll be unbeaten, but I do think that he will have done an amazing account of himself. If that is the case, go and get your midfielders, spend the money, because we're going to have to spend money to keep up with the likes of, City and whatnot. Go and spend the money, bring the midfielders in, and we see the template and the foundation of what Carrick has set, and then you just build on that. You just build on that. You just build on that. If Maguire's going to go, then you're going to need someone that's aerially dominant, good with the ball at his feet, good pass of the ball. So I just don't want us to get too far away from what's working.
Yeah, well, look, I don't really come with a lot of insider info, but I do know for a fact that the idea of Carrick taking over it's not like it's completely ruled out at United. I do know that.
Yeah.
I think like everyone, they are just waiting to see how the season plays out still. They won't get too carried away. They won't look at the table yet and be like, right, give it to him. But there is a possibility that he does get it because it can become undeniable. Like I said, if your first 4 games, you've won 4 out of 4, there might become a point where you go, look, regardless of who we bring in, they're not going to be able to replicate that. They're not. And we kind of we were joking about it in the game, but it is true. Like, what if there's someone they're going after goes, well, I don't do 4-2-3-1. I want to play 4-3-3. I want to play 4-5-1. It kind of does disqualify because you have to just look at the squad right now and go, look, this is getting the best out of the squad. Like,
exactly.
They're a 4-2-3-1 squad. Now, yes, you could overhaul that, and like Ruben, I suppose, was trying to do long term, become a 3-4-3 squad. But we've kind of already proved that you still need to get results at the time, and that overhaul, when you're overhauling it to that extent, the results are going to go to the side. And at United, that's not acceptable. You need to be getting results as well as trying to build something for the future. So there might, if you keep winning, there might become a point where United have no choice.
At Giggles and Glutes super chatted €5.99.
I always love that name.
Owen, you need to create a playlist on Spotify for your music. Also, I'm getting carried away. Fall in love again, guys. It's okay. Hand over mouth emoji, smiley face emoji.
But we've been hurt before, Giggles and Glutes. I don't know if I'm ready to get hurt. Actually, a simple question to you guys in the chat: are you ready to get hurt again? Yes or no?
I don't want to.
You get yes or no?
I don't want to get hurt again.
You've got KG yesterday saying that he needs closure. You know what I mean? He says he needs closure, and I said, KG, grow up. But
yeah, do you know? I can't, Owen. I can't. I can admire what's happening.
142 super chatted $4.99. I'm giving Carrick this job right away. Spend money on new players and plan for next season. Amarima, come outside.
Do you know what? Actually, it's quite interesting. There's a few people in there going, yeah, I'm ready to get hurt. There's still some are like, put a
poll up, Owen. Put a poll up. Let's see what everyone says quickly.
Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. See if people are ready to get hurt again. I'm not just yet. But Carrick's I'd be lying if I said Carrick wasn't, wooing me. He's taken me out to some nice restaurants. We've had some good dates so far. Yeah. We've gone cinema. Maybe we're planning bowling next week. And I've gone, all right. Well, maybe. No, I'm not saying you're the one or anything like that, but I'm just saying I'm open. Let's have a few more. Let's have a few more trips, and we'll see what happens. I don't want to commit just yet.
I will tell you this though, Owen. Yeah, just because we're on the Carrick thing, I just think that finding a whole new manager can disrupt our summer. We've got World Cup coming up as well. So I think right now, if there is if Enrique's Uman are in, if it's Nagelsmann or Tuchel or all these guys, if they're not up for it, just give Carrick the job. You just give him the job. You give him the tools he needs to succeed at this club. Give him the money. Make the purchases. 4-2-3-1. Obviously, make variations of 4-2-3-1 because you have to be adaptive, don't you? You have to be adaptable.
Yeah.
And we go again next season. I just think finding a new manager. You beg Bruno to stay. You get Champions League, Bruno. Please, I beg, just stay one more year, bro. Please, just one more year. Because I don't even think there's going to be enough money in the budget to even replace him in the way that we probably need 2 players to replace him.
Do you think Carrick might be key for him staying? Do you think it might be a thing of like, well, actually, if Carrick stays, then there isn't that turnover again of starting the project over again. We've kind of already started. Maybe it's a bit more consistency.
Yeah. I'm a fan of consistency. Definitely.
Continuity, something like that.
Bantu Cod 329 super chatted 10 Australian dollars. 12 points out of 12.
Can't argue with facts. Can't argue with numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't argue against.
I would say keep the continuity. I think that's very, very important. I think, and he knows these players. And Michael Carrick, if you're looking at the type of coach you want someone that's won things in a game. He's won big things in a game. He's won all the major trophies. Michael Carrick. He's won the FA Cups. He's won the Champions League. He's won the Prem. He's won the Prem. Yeah. Probably won a couple community shields in there as well. Even if you want to count them,
I think he's won. He must have won everything because
I think he's won everything. League Cups,
Prem, League Cup, Europa League because he was there under Jose.
Oh shit, he was. Yeah, he won that too.
He would have won everything. He would have. Yeah, he's won everything.
He's won everything. He knows the club inside and out. He's got the credentials as a player, and as a coach, he's obviously still proving. Middlesbrough, he was actually doing some good stuff, and then I think they sold a lot of his players and whatnot. But I don't know. It's still a conversation. It's still open. But look, there's still a lot of games to play. 13 games. Let's just hope we go to West Ham Tuesday. Not an easy place to play, but if he does that, that's 5 on the bounce. I'm getting carried away.
Frank is. Hey, I don't know. Well, look, the polls in the chat. We'll let it run for a little bit more. Says I've just put. Are you ready to get hurt again? With the eyes emoji. So far we've had nearly 150 votes. 58% of you say yes. You're ready to get hurt again. And you know what I like? You know what I like about that is it's like Man United code that of basically sort of going Carrick in without having to say it. without having to say I would give him the job or Carrick should get the job or anything like that. It's just a little bit like, oh yeah, I am ready. I am ready to get hurt again. And look, I get it as well. Like you don't want to get too carried away and also it is next season already would be so different to this because hopefully you're in Europe, you're in more cups. That's when you do have to rotate because it's easy to predict the starting 11 at the moment because it's going to be the same every week because there's no need to rotate. That would be different next season. So how do you handle that? How do you manage that? But look at that. It's a Bruno Fernandes record. 314 appearances, over 104 goals, 96 assists, 200 goal involvements in 314 games. That is fucking outrageous. That is outrageous.
It's insane. It's and he's been fit for a large majority of all of those, like fit. Yeah.
That is crazy.
They're gonna have to make him. I think with Casco in, they're gonna have to make obviously Bruno the highest paid player in the club, and he would deserve it. He would deserve it.
Laza says Carrick is making it hard not to be considered. I can tell you for a fact, Laza. He is being considered. He is being considered. The longer the win streak goes on for, he is getting considered because how can you not be? And we're in such a unique situation because I feel like at any other club, if an interim came in and did this well, it would be, well, of course they're going to get the job. Yeah, duh. Yeah. But it's because of our past. We are so scarred by what happened. Someone mentioned it in the chat earlier on, and it is kind of true, isn't it? That Carrick is kind of being judged on Ollie's mistakes. And I guess he should and he shouldn't. One, because you should learn from mistakes of the past and you have to consider them. Two, he was part of the coaching staff. It's not as if he wasn't part of that because he was there, but he's also a different guy, isn't he? He's a different guy and he is getting, he could also, like with Ollie, people forget that season we went on the run, we still didn't qualify for the Champions League and towards the end of it, we fell off. So if Carrick does the one more by, not only does he go on a run, but he qualifies for Champions League and does it comfortably, that's already kind of proving that maybe it is a little bit different than Ollie's interim spell because there's as of yet, there's been no drop off, but still there's a long way to go with that.
There's a long way to go with that. And I just think that, if Carrick does get the job, then Ineos have to do what they need to do. They have to back him. They have to back him, because there's no point giving him the job, or any manager the job, and expecting, oh yeah, we want you to go to the later rounds of the Champions League. You need a proper squad for that. And I think that, I'll be honest, I think Champions League football, even though we're going to get it, fingers crossed we're going to get it, I still think we're still not ready, in my opinion, for that. I think it's going to take a few transfer windows to really flesh out this team, bring some quality in there in multiple areas, because as you can see, a couple of injuries can change the course of a season really, really quickly. And for me, just lastly on Carrick quickly, I need to see Carrick deal with some adversity now. It's all going great. It's lovely. It's beautiful. I just want to see how he deals with adversity, because then you know the measure of a man when he has to deal with some adversity at the same time.
I suppose to an extent, maybe he did that last week. You know what I mean? With the 2-2, managed to overcome that. It's something. And all four of these games have been different. You know, these are it's against 10 men. You've got to deal with that. Deal with that. You know, go to bottle a lead. Dealt with that. Concede late against top of the league. Dealt with that as well. And then the noisy neighbours at home as well. Dealt with that. It's an impressive resume so far, certainly.
Yeah, very, very.
Aki says we need to sign Van der Ven this summer. Maybe they'll have a bit of a fire sale. Giggles and Glutes says all the players are buying in. That's important too. Look, it's someone mentioned it in the chat. I think it was King in the Indies. I can't find the comment. The key thing with it will be too is, when do you make that decision? When do you make that announcement? If that indeed is the direction that you go in, because with Ollie, there was an argument that the decision or the announcement of him being the permanent coach kind of derailed it a little bit and fell off and what have you. With Carrick, do you still just go, look, regardless of how good or bad it is, we are not making that decision till the end of the season. We're just going to wait towards the end and then we'll make it afterwards. Do you wait to a point where you have secured Champions League football and then you make that call? Because regardless of who it is, actually, whether it is Carrick or somebody else, there's the timing of that announcement and decision is really important too, because you run the risk of, if it's a good decision or a bad decision, derailing it. You know what I mean? So you've got to still get that timing right.
Yeah, I'm just scared of there being a massive media circus around United, and I know it's something that is always inevitable with the size of the club. I'm just a bit. I've got management fatigue, coach fatigue. I just can't deal with. This brand new manager comes in.
So you said that the other day, you got fatigue.
I've got fatigue with it, man. And then the new press conference, and then them, selling us the dream, and we've just been here so many different times. And Carrick City, he's in right now. There's no crossover period. He's just, all right, cool. You got the job. Like, let's continue as you can continue on. Yeah. So, but big win today, man. Big win.
Big win today, indeed. Where do we end up in terms of likes? We are at close to 1,300 likes. If you haven't already, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe to United View if you are new. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, we're less than 120 subscribers away from 210,000 on that road to 250K. Next up, 210K. Reminder as well, you'll be hearing from Flex and others outside Old Trafford with your fan views and your player ratings and everything else that happens in between then. Tomorrow we'll probably have a Flexi View. Monday, red carpet as well, folks. Yeah, red carpet. Be interesting to see KG's comments for you again, DJ, because then you're a big Bruno hater. You know what I mean? And and Bruno, and Bruno's delivering the goods today. So maybe you'll have a retort for him then, perhaps.
I will do.
Yeah, indeed. I think I've caught up on super chats as well. Big up to everyone that's put in the super chats. Click the like button or become members today. As always, we've done great numbers, as we always do here on the Match View with DJ and myself, the dynamic duo. Once again, I tell you, you know what I mean? Well, our record's pretty strong this season as well, DJ, actually. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? It's pretty strong, us two. Asher, you weren't right with your prediction. You said, what did you say? You said 2-1. Went with 2-1. It was 2-0. It was 2-0 in the end. But any comments before we wrap things up? Any comments? No. Good win. Good win.
That's a good win.
Yeah, it's good win. Okay, I'll give you the microphone. Actually, good win. No, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Anyway, guys, big up for everyone tuning in, and like I said, tune in for the fan views, play ratings, etc. We're out of it. Peace.